This morning on DC News Now, mourning after a tragic crash.
She was such an amazing person. There was always such a bright light to her.
Friends and family remember a teen's positive impact on her community. And tracking possible rain and thunderstorms for your Friday. When to expect sunny skies this weekend. Federal crimes unsealed. New court documents linking a local CEO to bank fraud and bribery schemes involving local officials. Plus, a strike suspended and a shortage averted. Dock workers reach a short-term deal to discuss the new contract. And Teach for the Stars.
Every student deserves someone who is irrationally passionate about their success, about their academic achievement.
Celebrating DC's Teacher of the Year.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning and thanks for starting your Friday morning with us here on DC News Now at 6 o'clock. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Good morning to you. I'm Corey James. We'll get the latest on those roads and how the commute's looking to get you out the door with Shanika in just a moment. Let's turn things over to Brittany Ward, who's in for meteorologist Jackie Lair on this Friday morning, and some sprinkles possibly heading our way today.
Yeah, and the good news is it's not going to be a complete washout. So Friday plans, still go out there, still do them, just maybe have the umbrella on hand. You're going to be dodging those showers as we head through the second half of your afternoon into the early evening hours. But stepping out the door right now, yes, we are waking up to those cloudy skies across portions of the area. Satellite showing you a few of those clouds rolling their way into the DMV. That's that blue stuff that you're seeing right now on satellite. But we are still seeing some patchy fog out there, so keep that in mind. Temperature-wise, not looking too bad. We're sitting at 67 degrees in the nation's capital, 61 in Hagerstown, and highs today will be reaching into the lower 70s. So keep it here. We'll talk more about that forecast in just a bit. Shanika?
All right, good morning and happy Friday, top of the 6 o'clock hour. We do have some issues out there. This is in Prince George's County here. Laurel, this is BW Parkway heading northbound. You're really on your brakes, and that's because there's a crash to the left, and that's right between 197 and 198. So you'll see that stretch really slow. Let's look at your maps heading northbound. You are seeing those delays there. You're seeing just a tap on your brakes heading southbound through Maryland City and into Laurel. Looking at the rest of your area, 95 north and southbound, that might be a better option if you have the option to do so. Now, in Northern Virginia, Manassas Park, 28 heading northbound near Yorkshire. We have a crash there.
All right, Shanika, thank you. This morning, dock workers are returning to work after reaching a tentative agreement.
The union representing 45,000 striking workers now agreeing to suspend the strike until mid-January. Now, that includes people in Norfolk and Baltimore. In a joint statement, the union and ports said that they reached a tentative agreement on the wage increases. The ports increasing the offer from 50% pay raises to 62% over the next 6 years. Now, union members say they still need to approve any wage increases before it goes into effect. Maryland Governor Wes Moore congratulating the workers saying, quote, "Our state is not complete without the men and women that work these ports every day." President Biden also celebrating the agreement. In a statement, he argues that the new deal shows that collective bargaining works and is essential for the economy. He says the process is critical to building a stronger economy from the middle out and bottom up. All right, well, court documents revealing another D.C. official allegedly involved in bribery. That official now pleading guilty.
Yeah, this comes on the heels of the federal bribery case against D.C. Councilmember Trayon White. DC News Now's Muriel Carbone is breaking it all down.
In a newly unsealed court case, Alou Kamara, the former CEO of the nonprofit organization Life Deeds, admitting to federal crimes. Kamara pleading guilty to conspiring to commit bank fraud by fraudulently applying for loans through the pandemic-era Paycheck Protection Program and to bribery of a D.C. city employee. According to the documents, Kamara conspired with a contract specialist for D.C.'s Child and Family Services Agency in order to secure city contracts for Life Deeds. The document states in exchange for the confidential information and unlawful assistance, Kamara and co-conspirator 2 agreed that Kamara would pay co-conspirator 2 a percentage of the contract and grant funds received by Life Deeds. In total, Kamara paid the D.C. employee more than $233,000 and earned more than $2 million in government contracts himself. DC News Now reached out to the district. In a statement, Kevin Donahue, city administrator, says, "We are reviewing the documents unsealed earlier today by the U.S. District Court and are continuing our internal review of contracts and grants awarded to Life Deeds and its affiliates."
God is good, man.
While this case is separate from the bribery case against Councilmember Trayon White, Life Deeds and Camara are front and center in that bribery case. White was caught on camera allegedly accepting tens of thousands of dollars from a confidential government source in exchange for helping the source secure city contracts with 2 D.C. agencies. Although not named in White's indictment, Camara is the informant in the case against him. That's according to a DC News Now source who runs a violence interruption program. Details in the indictment also directly tie Camara and Life Deeds to White's case, including timelines and documented payments. All of this showing a larger scheme within city government.
And an attorney for Camara declined to comment on the case or the plea deal, but in the deal, Camara is agreeing to assist the government. A council committee is also looking at government contracts awarded for violence interruption programs in light of White's case.
And Montgomery County Police say they've made a second arrest in a deadly double shooting that happened at a park in Silver Spring. Police say Abdam Abbey was allegedly involved in the killing of DeAndre Wint and Quincy Johnson. Both Wint and Johnson were killed back in May. The 16-year-old is facing 2 counts of first-degree murder. Back in August, police arrested a 15-year-old at Dulles Airport for his involvement in the murders.
And this morning, heavy hearts across the community in Sandy Spring, Maryland. People mourning the death of Sherwood High School senior Sanaa Ville. The 17-year-old was killed in a car crash Wednesday morning. DC News Now's Christian Pena spoke with her family and friends about how they want her to be remembered.
She always brought people together, and she was just someone who you could come to and be comfortable by.
A makeshift memorial is underway for 17-year-old Sanaa Ville, who died Wednesday morning after crashing her red Toyota car. Police say her vehicle failed to make a turn and collided with a wooden pole on the 17500 block of Norwood Road, sending 2 other passengers to the hospital. The family of the basketball lover now heartbroken.
Sanaa was an angel to me. She was my twin sister. Loved her to death. We did everything together.
In a statement to DC News Now, Sherwood High School's athletic director Jason Woodward shares Sanaa was always attending athletic events, supporting her classmates and good friends. Her classmates and team has gravitated towards her because of her hard work on the court.
I used to have trouble having friends, and she really brought us together as like a community.
Sanaa's family is working with Sherwood High School to host a vigil next Thursday. They say they want her to be remembered for the kind spirit she was and the work she did as part of the Black Student Union at her school.
She was such an amazing person. There was always such a bright light to her. And whenever I saw her, I was always happy.
And we're told the other 2 17-year-olds injured are expected to recover. No word on the extent of their injuries.
And Fairfax County Police are investigating a crash near George Mason University. Now, this happened near Braddock Road and Carnegie Park Road last night. Crews rushed one of the drivers to the hospital with what we're told are life-threatening injuries. The cause of that crash is under investigation. And supporters of missing Manassas Park mother Mamta Kafli Bhatt, well, they are not giving up on the search.
Yeah, members of the Nepalese community are setting up a booth for her at the Decide to Hear Festival this weekend. DC News Now's Liberty Simmons is live in Prince William County this morning at the Manassas Fairground with how they're keeping her memory alive. Liberty, good morning.
Good morning, Corey and Tanaya. Well, the Nepalese community members will be passing out these flyers. They want justice for Mamta, and they're urgently seeking any information or her possible remains. Now, the Nepalese community is coming out in full force to keep Mamta's memory alive. Prabha Bhattari says they will be setting up a table for Mamta at the Decide to Hear Festival in this Thursday. Now, the festival is a Nepalese holiday tradition. It will include Nepali food, culture, tradition, music, and rituals. Prabha hopes the booth can encourage those in the Nepalese community and larger community to come forward with any information on Mamta's case. Now, Mamta's husband, Naresh Bhatt, is currently in custody and charged with concealing a body. Mamta's supporters also say October is Domestic Violence Month, and the booth will also offer resources for domestic violence victims.
That's the whole purpose of this, is to make sure that everybody knows she's still in our heart. We're still going to fight for her justice. We're still standing for her, and the whole community is supporting her. And that's the message we want to get.
And Naresh Bhatt's next court appearance is on October 10th, and Mamta supporters say they will be there. For now, live here in Manassas, Liberty Simmons, DC News Now.
Thank you, Liberty. Well, in our schools, Alexandria Public Schools giving free blood tests to certain elementary schools today. The test comes after lead was found at Naomi Brooks Middle School. Now, the school now undergoing extensive cleaning process. This is the second round of free tests. The first were given out yesterday. They will be available at Alexandria Health Department on Mark Center Drive. Students, staff, faculty, and volunteers can get free blood tests between 1 and 6 today. Leaders expect the school to reopen on Monday.
And D.C. naming its Teacher of the Year. Mayor Bowser and other leaders surprising Jasmine Townsend with the honor. She teaches at Stanton Elementary School in Ward 8, and we spoke with her. She has some advice for other teachers who are looking to make a difference.
Every student deserves someone who is irrationally passionate about their success, about their academic achievement, and bringing your true, authentic self to the classroom every single day is what makes the difference for students.
Yesterday was also Townsend's birthday. The same day she received the award, she is now heading to participate in the National Teacher of the Year program. Happy birthday to her, too. Yes.